Hey girls, my name is Ingrid and this is the very first Big Sister video. I really hope you guys like it. I'm going to be talking about how to be beautiful. Now, the definition of beautiful, well, there is no definition of beautiful because according to everybody, something has different beauty according to what it is and according to the person. You might think that one girl is beautiful and then you ask the girl next to you, hey, do you think she's beautiful? And they're like, ew, no. So we all have different versions of beautiful, and that's okay. So we can't really define it, which is also good because beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. I mean, that's it. We don't have a line to measure up to because there is no definition of beauty. I do think, however, that media distorts the definition of beauty and makes there be a so-called definition when it really doesn't exist. I think they think that, if you got a big booty and big boobies and you gotta be like little tiny in the waist and you have to have a little cute perky nose and these big old lips, and then just make this definition of beauty. Well, you know what? That's all a lie. We know that. We've been out into the world and we've seen girls and they don't look like that. And if they do, those are some beautiful girls. And usually it's natural. They were born with it. But we weren't all born with that. So we need to learn how to embrace ourselves for who we are. And I think that's a problem with a lot of us girls. We forget how to embrace ourselves because we're so busy staring and comparing ourselves to other people that we forget that we are never going to change. This is us, this is the way we were born, and this is the way that we look like, and we need to learn how to embrace that. Now, quit comparing yourself to all these other girls out there in the world. You are who you are. You were born the way you were born. You have your dad and your mom's figure meshed together. You have their nose or their eyes or whatever. You can't change that. So don't compare yourself. And you can't compare yourself. I am Bolivian. I am Hispanic. Bolivia is in South America. But I'm not there right now. I'm in America. But that is where my background is. So that's why I look the way I do. Now, and I'm also 4'11". My mom is 4'11" as well. So I'm short. I'm tiny. So if there's a girl who's 5'7" out there with blonde hair and blue eyes, she cannot compare herself to me because we're total opposites. It's not fair for you to compare yourself. So don't compare yourself to the other girls, okay? The only person you should compare yourself to is yourself. Now, how to compare yourself to yourself. Go check out your BMI. BMI is short for body mass index. You should totally check it out. You can go on Google. You can also probably find an app for it. Doctors recommend that you check out your BMI, especially as teens. What it is your measurements. You give your height, you give your weight, and you give your age, and your measurements, I guess it's like around your body. You type them in, and in the end, they will give you an estimated amount of your body fat. It will also tell you whether you are overweight, underweight, or the perfect weight. So you guys can go check that out. That is what you should compare yourself to. That is the only thing. Another thing is beauty. It doesn't last forever. I promise you, girls, it doesn't last forever. We are gonna grow old. Yes, there's gonna be surgeries out there, and whether you choose to do them or not, that's your decision. But we're gonna get old, and if we don't get old, this is it. Let me tell you this story. There's this girl. Her name is Lauren Scruggs. If you haven't heard about her already, she was a model. I don't know if she is anymore. She's probably taking a break because she walked into a propeller. Ladies, this model chick, this beautiful girl, she walked into a propeller. You don't come out fine when you walk into a propeller. She lost her left hand and her left eye. And let me tell you, girls, according to me, I thought she was beautiful. According to my friend, she didn't think she was beautiful. Like I said, there is no definition. It changes between the peoples. So, to me, she was beautiful. And now, I'm not sure if she's going to be able to model anymore when she doesn't have a left hand or a left eye. So, there's no guarantee your beauty is going to stay with you if you are beautiful right now. And girls out there, if you think you're not beautiful, don't worry about it. It's an outward appearance. It's gonna go away eventually. And you should not be worried about the outside beauty because the true beauty comes from the inside. Hold on, let me just catch myself real quick. I don't care how beautiful you are if you do not have a sweet sense on the inside of you, if you don't care for people, if you don't love people, then your beauty means nothing. Might as well just put a bag over the rest of it. I mean, you can look great here, but on the inside, if there's nothing there, then people don't like that. So don't be gelling over the pretty girls, because a lot of the time the pretty girls are just blinded by their beauty and they totally forget how to be beautiful on the inside, and that's what just makes them ugly. It just makes them ugly to look at. You're just like, I don't understand you. So don't let that bother you. And just like Lauren Scruggs, you know, you don't know if it's going to be guaranteed you're going to be beautiful for the rest of your life, so don't get too cocky, those of you beautiful girls out there. So I'm going to read you a verse from the Bible, and I'm going to go a little bit more in depth in it. It says, your beauty should not come from outward adornment, the outside, such as braided hair, the wearing of gold jewelry, and fine clothes. Instead, it should be that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight. See that? Right there. It says that in God's sight. Okay, this is the only person who should be able to judge you. Nobody else can judge you. I mean, they can, but what they say shouldn't matter to you, because they are not God. They are not the ones who are going to judge you in the end. God made you in His image, and He is perfect. You are beautiful. It doesn't matter what your clothes say. You don't have to wear the big top brands and Hollister and Aeropostale and all that other good stuff, expensive stuff. You don't have to wear the pretty jewelry, and you don't have to have the beautiful hair. Okay, it comes from the inside. Beautiful within. If you are sweet and you are caring and you are loving to people, it will shine on the outside and you will be beautiful. You will be beautiful, and people are going to look at you and they're going to be like, what is it about her that's so beautiful? And they're not going to be able to pinpoint it. They're not. They're going to be like, we don't understand. And it is that. It is that you are sweet and you are caring and you are loving, and that you have God, the Holy Spirit, in your heart. So get that right. You have to have that. You can't just be beautiful on the outside. I mean, you can, but it's not very attractive, alright? So I hope you guys remember that. It's not about all this crazy good stuff, you know? You want to be beautiful on the inside. But, you know, since I told you how to be beautiful, I'm going to give you a little tip here. Dieting. Don't do it. Don't take the pills, and don't do any of that crazy stuff. No. Alright, if you're thinking about doing something dangerous like taking a pill or going to the bathroom when you shouldn't be going on that basis because of the pill or because you're making yourself, don't do that to yourself, girls. Don't. What you can do, here's some advice. Get get a lot of water. Drink away your life with water. Water is a must. It's beautiful for your skin. You will glow and you will feel so healthy and you will be hydrated. And in the future, it's going to prevent wrinkles, I promise, because your skin is going to be so nice and hydrated. Another thing is try and get into a sport. And if you can't get into sport, do some little exercises in your room. I'm sure you can find some ways to get some exercises. I'll try and post the videos for you guys to do one. Maybe you don't even have to get out of bed to do those exercises. But, so, you know, exercise a little, drink a lot of water, and talk to your doctor. They will give you such good advice. And you know the foods you should and shouldn't eat. So, set yourself boundaries. I've made a new resolution this year. No soda. I was really tempted last night, but I didn't drink any. So find yourself an accountability partner to keep track with you. Someone to ask you, hey, how's it going with those commitments you're making with that, you know? So try and do that. With your not dieting, try and have someone who can ask you about that. Another verse is 1 Timothy 4:8. It says, physical exercise has some value, but spiritual exercise is much more important, for it promises a reward in both this life and the next. Girls, be spiritually fit. Read your Bible. Have a friend text you a Bible verse every day. There's also Bible verse apps on your phones. We all have one. So get yourself an app that can tell you that, you know, just like you click the Facebook button and just like you click the Twitter button, you can also click the Bible verse button. Also, some praise music would be awesome, so you can sing along, and it's very encouraging. So find yourself some really good Christian music. I'll list some bands later. So I really hope you guys liked this video. I had to make it super quick because this only allows me to do 10 minutes. But I love you girls, and I hope you liked my first video, and I hope you take my advice. And I'm going to post a new video whenever I feel like I need to tell you girls something very important. Alright, I love you girls. Stay beautiful. You are